How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. And as always, we're going to talk about positives and negatives. We're going to be talking about Monsters. This is a film that came out in 2017. It's about an hour and 33 minutes long. It is rated R. On average, it's about $3 to rent, $10 to buy. This is one of the best films Gareth Edwards has ever directed. Really great epic director. Anything that he directs, he does a really great job on. And this is basically a film kind of like Independence Day. It's an alien invasion film, and basically NASA ends up discovering alien life. The aliens come to Earth, they end up taking over Mexico, and it ends up being classified as a quarantine zone. And the basic premise is that this journalist is trying to get this daughter of the boss character out of the quarantine zone, and they encounter other human beings trying to help them and hinder them. And of course there's monsters around, and the military is trying to contain the alien monsters because they're trying to spread, while the journalist and the boss's daughter character are both trying to escape. With there being a really low budget for this movie, it really does a great job. This movie does not have that much money, monetary-wise, backing it, compared to a lot of other monster and alien films, and yet this film still looks really good. This film still holds up 10, 11 years later. At the time of recording this video, it still looks great. Great mysteries that unravel about the monsters. It's really a good mystery film, this is. The infected zone being full of monsters does get explained. It's effective, but I kind of wanted a lot more lore building in this film. Like, I know there is a sequel, but I hate it. I've seen it once and I really don't want to talk about it. I really wish that this film kind of had like an extra half an hour and things were a little more explained and not just always a mystery, and some things get answered and some things just don't. The film also shows the civilian life under the constant threat of being killed by the monsters, by the aliens. There's always a constant fear that you can feel on screen because everyone's trying to live where they've been before these monster aliens showed up, and yet they realize that they could be killed off at any moment. It's very dark and a very graphic film. It really doesn't hold back from showing you the reality of what's going on with the military and the monsters clashing. I've always had a great time watching this ever since it came out in 2010. I've loved watching it on reruns on TV with friends and family, and I do own it digitally. So it's really a great movie for me to just kick back and watch. It's a bad movie, and we'll get to that in just a second. It's so bad that it's good kind of film. It's great to watch. I also liked how the beginning of the film ties in with how the film ends. So the movie actually starts off with the ending of the movie, which is okay, I guess. It's different. I mean, this was 2010, so they were experimenting with new things. So the film actually starts off with the ending, and it does the rewind thing to show you how they get to that point. Negative-wise, unfortunately, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, even though I technically like this movie. For me having to be a critic, I had to put my critic glasses on and just shut off my fanboy side for this film. So a lot of the main characters are just irritating, and they're irritating idiots. So if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, the storyline is so predictable. So predictable. There's also no well-known actors in this film. It is definitely a B movie. There's no chemistry between the two main actors, between the journalist and the boss's daughter. Also, there's a lot of politics in this film. I don't understand why it has to be where when Hollywood makes a alien/monster film, they just jam so much political stuff into it that it doesn't need to exist. And this movie, unfortunately, has so much of it, and it is so heavy-handed, and it really detracts from what's actually happening that's actually interesting, which is trying to survive from being killed by the monster aliens. Speaking of the monster aliens, their design for this film is bad. Whoever thought that just making a bunch of squids huge and walk around and live in trees and kill people in special ways was unique. Literally, the monster aliens in this film are just gigantic squids. Very ununique. Also, the movie just has an abrupt ending. Like, when it does catch up to tie in with how the film began, which is the ending, when it gets to that point, it just ends. And you're like, you kind of want more. So, overall, guys, I'm going to give Monsters from 2010 a 5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video or stream.